Happy Easter, guys! It's Camille, and we're here at Epcot today because we're going on an egg hunt, but not a traditional egg hunt. We're going on the Eggstravaganza Scavenger Hunt. I nailed it. So, Epcot during Flower and Garden Festival actually has two scavenger hunts. The Spike the Bee scavenger hunt, which I did last year as my very first video coming back to YouTube. If you want to check it out, I'll link it up here. And for the couple weeks leading up to Easter, they have the Eggstravaganza Scavenger Hunt, which is this thing. I did not plan on doing Spike's scavenger hunt again this year, and I initially wasn't even going to do this one because I'm actually blocked out Easter Sunday. I'm actually recording this a week before Easter, and so by the time you guys are seeing this, I'm in church and I'm praising the Lord. So, you know, we're going to do this now. But initially I wasn't going to do this one until I saw what the prize was for this specific scavenger hunt. Y'all know me, I'm an arts and crafts kind of person. Obviously, I do a lot of my custom doll videos for the channel, and I'm just very artsy in general. I love painting things and stuff like that, like tangible, like physical items, like the little ceramic figurines or like the little wood pieces. Those are really fun. So when I was in Epcot last and the delightful cast member happened to show me what the prize was for the Eggstravaganza Scavenger Hunt, I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna have to do it now. So here we are. So like all the scavenger hunts here at Epcot, you do have to buy the map, but essentially the price of the map is actually towards the prize. And like all the other scavenger hunts that I've done on this channel, you can use your annual pass discount on it. So this is the map. So the goal of the scavenger hunt is to find 12 Easter eggs. All of the eggs are decorated to look like specific Disney characters, and even more specifically, different Disney bunnies. So on the map, we've got Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which was a character that was made before Mickey Mouse. You also have to find Thumper and Miss Bunny, who are from Bambi, the White Rabbit and March Hare, which are from Alice in Wonderland, Skippy, which is the little bunny kid that's in Robin Hood, Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, Bean Bunny from Muppet Vision 3D, Alakazam, which is actually from a Pixar short called Presto, Jackalope, which is from another Disney Pixar short called Bounding, and then Judy Hopps from Zootopia, and finally Ducky and Bunny from Toy Story 4, the most unnecessary sequel out there. Now the good news is that all of these eggs are in World Showcase, with the exception of egg number 12, which is in the Odyssey Pavilion, and the cast member that I purchased the map from happened to tell me that that egg is the hardest one to find because it's inside the building and not outside like the rest of the eggs. So we're off to a great start. So come with me, we're gonna go find some eggs and we're gonna get that little prize, and I'm excited to take you all with me. So without further ado, let's go. All right, we've made it into the park, and I think we're gonna get the hardest egg out of the way first, which is located in the Odyssey Pavilion just up ahead. So the egg is apparently inside the building and not outside like the rest of the eggs, so that's a pretty good hint. Hopefully he's not hard to find. All right, he was actually pretty easy. He's right up there, and it's Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. Okay, 1 egg down, 11 more to go, and the closest pavilion to the Odyssey is Mexico. Well, it's not on the temple, and it's not over there, and it's not up there. Usually, when it comes to a lot of the scavenger hunts, at least for like the big tangible objects, most of these things happen to be on top of buildings. But I don't know where this one is. So I was just about to walk over to the next country, but then I came over here because I remember during the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt, he was over here. And just as I looked, sure enough, the next egg was right across the way. There's the egg, and it's Bean Bunny from Muppet Vision. So I have a feeling this is gonna be one of those scavenger hunts. Oh boy. You know, when I did the Olaf one, I had found the Olaf on top of the roof. So maybe if I go to the other side, maybe the next egg will be on the other side of the roof. It's actually not too crowded over here in Norway today. Oh, stuff. Can you find you? I don't know where it could be. Well, he's not on the roof like I was thinking, so I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna have to look on the ground now. Let me see here. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to actually look on the ground for some of these eggs. Oh boy.
So I was just walking around, and nearby the summer house, which is where you can meet Anna and Elsa, I saw gray ears poking out from behind the rocks. There's the thumper egg. Good grief, I think this is gonna actually be a difficult one. 3 down, many more to go. Like, I'm actually having to scour through these pavilions this time, like all over. I'm starting to think that the cast member that said that the Odyssey egg was the hardest one to find was lying, because that one was the easiest so far. Our next pavilion is China, so let's hope this one is actually a little easier than the other two. So far, I don't see anything. Here's the panda topiaries. Those are really cute. All right, let's walk over here.
There you go.
So behind this massive boulder is the Miss Bunny Egg, which is right across from Nine Dragons, which is the sit-down restaurant here in the China Pavilion. So 4 eggs down, many more to go. The only reason I found the Miss Bunny one so quickly was because there was a kid doing the scavenger hunt too, and she happened to find it before me. Our next pavilion is Germany, and because of how tiny the pavilion is, I would imagine this egg should be much easier to find, because I'm hoping, like the other scavenger hunts I've done, it's sitting on top of something and not buried beneath the ground somewhere. So right across from the pavilion is our next egg, and I walked right past him. So our next egg is the Oswald the Lucky Rabbit egg. He's not as hidden as the others, admittedly. I just breezed right past him thinking he was like in the pavilion across the way, so that's on me. But we've got 5 of the eggs. We're almost halfway there. Our next stop is Italy. Italy, please don't fail me now. There really isn't a whole lot of places ground-wise to hide an egg here. At least I don't think. Okay, so after walking through the entire pavilion and through a gift shop, right? You want to know where I find him? You're gonna go across the way. He's just up there. You see the blue? I'll take you across the bridge.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Oh, you're good, you're good, you're good.
3, 4. Wow, look, Benji.
He's right there. Located way across the way from the pavilion. I've actually never been over in this area before because it's usually blocked off by the time I come down here later in the day, so yeah, there's Ducky and Bunny. I will say though, this is a nice view. Wow. I'm never over here, so I mean, this is nice. They got little gondolas parked. That's so cool. Oh, we're halfway there because we found 6 eggs and we got 6 left, and it's fitting because we're halfway around the World Showcase. Our next egg is supposed to be somewhere here in the America Pavilion. So I've made it a point now. I am no longer looking on top of buildings because so far none of the eggs have been on top of anywhere except for the one in the Odyssey Pavilion. We've had some lunch. I have cooled down, both literally and figuratively speaking. And now we can resume the egg hunt. It's not too busy back here in the America Pavilion currently. That's because the concerts don't start till like about 5:45. And this is a decent sized pavilion, so we've got a lot of land to cover. So right up here is the Tiana topiary, and I had a sneaking suspicion I'd find it over here. There it is. Deep in the flowers is Skippy, our next egg. Yeah, they got him buried in there too. Holy moly. Alrighty, now our next stop is in Japan. So Japan is a decent sized pavilion. So I have a feeling though I might find the egg in the very back of the pavilion. Now, the only reason I think it'll be way back here is because when I did the Christmas scavenger hunt, they hid the Olaf way back in this area. So I'm hoping I'm right. No egg back here, but they moved Spike the Bee up here. If you recall, when I did the Spike the Bee scavenger hunt last year, they actually had the Japan Spike the Bee up over by the quick service restaurant. Now he's back here. Now, so if they move Spike back over here, maybe the egg is over by the quick service restaurant. So I guess I was wrong. It's not up by the quick service restaurant, but rather right next to this temple where the drum is playing. The egg's right up there. It's about as close as I'm gonna get, because if I get closer to those drums, my senses are gonna go nuts. Alrighty, next stop, Morocco. Oh wait, I found it. Just as I was walking in, there's the jackalope egg. So that was quick. And that was the fastest that I found an egg so far, next to the rabbit one in the Odyssey. So now we're headed into France. We're almost done. Alrighty, Ruzel, our next egg is in France. Somewhere out there beneath the blazing sun. We found our next egg. The ears were popping out. So this is over in the bouquet garden, just right next to the gazebo where usually Aurora will meet and greet with guests. So here's the March hare egg. On a side note, it smells amazing over here because they got lavender and they got sweet William, whatever that flower is, but it's really pretty. I love the colors. And they got the pincushion flowers and they got cosmos. Oh man, they're just so pretty and they smell fantastic. 2 more left. Heck yeah. So our second to last egg is going to be somewhere in the UK pavilion. If I had to guess which sticker it would be, I have a sneaking suspicion it'll probably be the White Rabbit one, seeing as how Alice in Wonderland is a British fairy tale. So I don't think the egg is going to be specifically over in this area, but I think it's going to be over by where the hedge maze is in the gazebo. I stand corrected. He's right there. And I was right. It is the White Rabbit. This is probably like my favorite garden that Epcot does, aside from like the big flower displays that they do along the water. This garden's my favorite. It's so pretty. It's like, it makes me think of cottagecore vibes. I love it. Our final egg, Alakazam, is gonna be somewhere in Canada. Oh, Canada. I hope your egg is easy to find. It's somewhere. Oh yeah, I found him. Right across from the Cellier is our final egg. It's Alakazam. Actually, on a side note, before we leave this area, I really love this garden too. You know, this one and the one in the UK, these have got to be like my favorite gardens, like hands down. I can't even choose which one is better than the other. They're both just so aesthetically pleasing. And with that, we finished the scavenger hunt. Now we can go collect our prize. So you can take the map back to Creation Shop, Disney Traders, or International Gateway to collect your prize there. We did it. We finished the map and we've collected our prize. Let me show you what I got. Here it is. It's a paint your own character egg. It comes with 4 paints and a brush, and you could choose 6 characters. Of the characters, you can choose Mickey, Minnie, White Rabbit, Thumper, Chip and Dale. I went with Thumper. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the rest of them. They're all really cute, but I really liked Thumper. He gives the most Easter vibes to me, and I really liked his color palette. So if it's anything like the paint your own figurine that I got with the Festival of the Arts scavenger hunt some years back, the paints are not that good of quality, which is to be expected. I have a bunch of acrylic paints at home, and I also have a variety of tiny brushes, so this brush probably won't be needed, but I'll keep it anyway. I always keep any brushes that I get with some of these kits, you know. You never know when you need it. Yeah, isn't he cute? And the scavenger hunt was like $10, and then with the annual pass discount, it was like only $7 or $8, so yeah, not bad because you are essentially paying for the prize.
So I got in the park at 12:20. I finished the scavenger hunt at 2:48. This is also taking into consideration that I stopped for lunch inside the America Pavilion for an hour. So yeah, not bad. Most of these scavenger hunts are fairly quick. And this is also taking into consideration that half of the eggs were extremely hard to find. You know, the last time I've done like a traditional egg hunt, you know, where you're looking for the little plastic eggs outside, like at the zoo or a local park, was like years and years ago when I was a child. And I was thinking, oh, you're looking for big eggs. It shouldn't be that difficult. And you know, I was kind of wrong, because even though these are big eggs, they hit a lot of them very, very well. And a lot of the times you wouldn't realize they were there unless you saw the ears poking out of the eggs. In fact, that was usually the main giveaway for any of them if they were really well hidden. So, no, I had a good time. So now that I've completed the scavenger hunt, I think I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna paint this egg. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the channel, and if you have any questions or if you just want to say anything at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I do always read them. I'll see you guys soon. I hope you have a very safe and happy and blessed Easter. Bye.